I never thought I'd return to the old ranch in Montana's Bitterroot Valley, where the mountains loomed like silent judges over our family's tangled history. My name is Emily Hayes, and at 34, I'd carved out a solid life as a financial advisor in Bozeman, far from the drama that had pushed me away. But death has a way of dragging you back. The November wind whipped through the pines as I drove up the gravel road to Grandma Eleanor's spread, the Hayes Ranch. A 200-acre slice of western paradise with its weathered log house, red barn, and endless pastures. It had been 6 years since I'd last set foot here, but the place looked timeless, like it was waiting for me. The funeral was underway when I arrived. Folks in black huddled under the big tent in the yard. Taylor's shiny pickup truck sat front and center. Of course. Inside the house, the air smelled of fresh coffee and store-bought lilies. No one noticed me slip in, they never did. Taylor Hayes Reed, my cousin, was holding court by the casket, her highlighted hair perfect, her tears timed like a pro. Grandma Eleanor meant the world to me, she said, voice cracking just right. She taught me what family really is: sticking together, showing up when it counts. I clenched my fists. Showing up? Like the barbecues I wasn't invited to, the holidays forgotten in the mail, the reunions where my spot mysteriously vanished. I hung back, watching the show. Aunt Carla, Taylor's mom, nodded along, accepting hugs like she owned the grief. Whispers floated my way. Poor Emily. Drifted off like a tumbleweed. Drifted? As if I'd chosen to be ghosted. Then Robert Kane, the family lawyer, spotted me. Older now, with more salt in his beard, but those eyes still sharp as a hawk's. Emily, he said softly. Your grandma talked about you often, did she? Bitterness slipped out. He glanced around. More than you know. Staying for the reading. The will. Right after the service. Unusual. But Eleanor had insisted. Taylor wrapped up her eulogy with a prayer that sounded rehearsed. As people filed past the casket, I waited my turn. Eleanor looked peaceful, her hands folded over her favorite quilt. I tried. Grandma, I whispered. Touching, Taylor said, appearing beside me like a shadow. A bit late, though, don't you think? 6 years. Emily.
No visits.
Barely a call. And now you show up for the will. I tried to come. You know that. Did you? I just remember someone too busy climbing the corporate ladder. She fiddled with Eleanor's pearl necklace around her own neck. The funeral director called for the procession to the family plot up the hill. Robert caught my arm. 2:30.
Sharp.
In the study. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. At the graveside, under gray skies, Taylor played the devoted granddaughter to perfection. I stood apart, feeling like an outsider in my own bloodline. Back at the house, the study felt crowded with relatives eyeing each other like coyotes at a kill. Taylor claimed Eleanor's leather armchair behind the desk, a bold move. Robert cleared his throat. Eleanor wanted this read right away. All named parties present. Aunt Carla huffed. Irregular. But Robert proceeded, breaking the seal on the envelope. He listed bequests, cash to the ranch hands, books to Uncle Doug, jewelry to cousins. Taylor relaxed, smirking. Then the big one, the Hayes Ranch, all contents, accounts, and investments valued at $500,000 to my granddaughter, Emily Claire Hayes. Chaos erupted. Taylor jumped up.
Impossible.
Grandma promised me. Carla turned red. This is fraud. Emily abandoned her. Robert stayed calm. The will's clear. Challenges forfeit everything. Taylor waved her phone. I have texts. I put 60 grand into fixes, the barn, the fences, without asking. Accusations flew. Opportunist. Manipulator.
Isetstunt.
The ranch? To me? Robert handed me a sealed envelope. For Emily. After the truth comes out. Taylor snarled. What truth? We'll fight this, Carla declared. No court will stand for it. Robert reminded them of the no contest clause. As they stormed out, Taylor leaned close. This ranch is mine. I've earned it. Alone with Robert. I clutched the envelope. Why me? Blood ain't everything, he said. Eleanor knew that. Open it private. And watch your back. Taylor might claim squatter's rights. Back in my Bozeman apartment, I stared at the envelope over a glass of Cabernet. It felt heavy with secrets. Breaking the seal, papers spilled out, letters, photos, journals. Eleanor's note on top. My dear Emily, if you're reading this, the mask is off. I'm sorry it came to this. Her words hit like a gut punch. She'd documented everything, the blocked visits, forged emails from my account declining invites, IP traces to Carla's computer, photos, family barbecues with my chair empty but plate set, reunion pic where I'd been cropped out, my shadow lingering, Taylor's wedding, an empty seat with my name tag. Tears came as I read her journals. Thanksgiving, Carla says Emily's too busy. But her office is closed. Emily's birthday, tried calling, but they say she's screening me. Eleanor had seen through it all, building evidence like a detective.
A knock startled me.
My friend Lila Chin, a sharp attorney from college,
Pushed in.
Robert called. Said you need backup. She scanned the docs. This is isolation. Fraud. Mail tampering. We can nail them. But why fight now? Eleanor's gone. Because she wanted you to have what's yours. Don't let them win. We sorted evidence. Canceled checks for gifts I never got. Loans Taylor hinted at. Lila photographed everything. We'll file Monday. Secure this. I nodded. But my mind spun. 6 years stolen, not just from me, but from Eleanor too. The ranch called to me now. A beacon in the mess. The next morning, Lila and I drove out to the ranch under a crisp Montana sun. The air smelled of pine and hay, a far cry from the storm brewing inside me. First, change the locks, Lila said. Then, inventory everything. As we pulled up, Taylor's truck was there, and strangers wandered the yard. What the? I muttered. Inside, Taylor was showing the living room to a couple. Prime Western living, views forever. Taylor, I barked. What are you doing? She smiled sweetly. Just a viewing. Folks from California. Cash buyers. This isn't yours to sell. The couple shifted uncomfortably. We saw the listing online. Lila stepped in. This property isn't for sale. You're trespassing. Taylor laughed. Grandma wanted me to have it. I fixed it up, my money. Without title? That's risky. Lila shot back. I called the sheriff. Deputy Martinez arrived quick. Badge gleaming. What's the ruckus? We showed the will. Taylor waved papers. I have renovation receipts, but Martinez checked IDs.
Mom.
You're restrained from here per the lawyer's notice. Taylor paled. It's a mix-up. They escorted her out. But not before she hissed. Mom will fix this. You don't deserve it. Lila and I walked the rooms, noting changes. New kitchen counters. Barn repairs, all on Taylor's dime. Apparently. She might sue for reimbursement, Lila said. But fraud voids that. In Eleanor's bedroom, I found more, a hidden safe with adoption papers. Carla wasn't Eleanor's biological daughter, adopted at birth.
Kept secret.
A DNA report confirmed it, +1 for me and Taylor. We shared no blood. Taylor was adopted too. Unknowingly. This explains everything, I whispered. Carla's fear of being less drove her to push me out, to secure Taylor's place. I texted Taylor the DNA scan. Her reply, fake. Mom would tell me, but doubt crept in. That night, back in Bozeman, Carla called. Emily, we need to talk. Her voice cracked. Not over phone. We met at a neutral diner in town. The kind with vinyl booths and endless coffee. Carla looked worn.
No mock-up.
Just a ranch wife facing the music. I saw the DNA, she said. Eleanor knew all along. Tears welled. I was adopted, abandoned as a baby. Eleanor took me in, but I always felt like an outsider. When your dad died young, and you were the real granddaughter. I panicked. Forged those emails. Hid invites, to make sure Taylor got the ranch. Why hurt Eleanor like that? I thought I was protecting my girl. But I stole from all of us. Lila, who'd insisted on coming, noted. Admissions like this could help in court, or hurt. Carla nodded. I'll make it right.
No contest.
But Taylor burst in, face furious.
Mom?
Is it true? Carla broke down.
Yes.
Honey, we're both adopted. Eleanor loved us anyway. Taylor stormed out. I felt a pang, not hate, but pity. Family secrets had poisoned us all. Days blurred into legal prep. Lila filed for a permanent order, citing the fraud. Robert sent more docs. Eleanor's video will. Recorded months back. I'm sound, she said on tape, eyes fierce. Emily gets it all because she never schemed. Carla and Taylor. They've taken enough. She detailed the forgeries, the isolation. Family's about loyalty, not blood. Watching it, I cried. Eleanor had played the long game, protecting me from afar. Taylor showed up at my office unannounced, looking wrecked. I didn't know about the adoptions or the fraud. Mom handled everything. Why believe her lies? She was my mom. Easier than questioning. We talked for hours about missed holidays, the ranch's memories. I put real money in, she said. Thought it was mine. We'll settle fair, I offered. But the ranch stays with me. She nodded. A crack in the armor.
I'm sorry.
Emily. For everything. As winter set in, snow blanketing the valley, I moved into the ranch. It felt right, like coming home. But shadows lingered. Lila uncovered more. Taylor had listed the property fraudulently, taking deposits from buyers. This is wire fraud, she said. Federal. I hesitated. Do we push? They need accountability. But maybe a plea, lighter, if they cooperate. Carla turned herself in first, confessing to the forgeries. I did it alone, she claimed, protecting Taylor. But evidence showed otherwise. The FBI got involved when traces led to out-of-state scams, fake ranch sales mirroring ours. Ponzi light, Lila called it. Taylor panicked, calling me. Help me. I can testify against Mom. Tell the truth, I said. It's the only way. The preliminary hearing was tense, in a small courtroom smelling of pine polish. Carla's lawyer argued undue influence on Eleanor. Lila countered with the video, docs, DNA. Judge Harlan, a no-nonsense Montanan, leaned forward. This reeks of deceit. Carla stood. Your Honor, I admit it. The loans, Emails, all me. Taylor sobbed from the gallery. The judge ordered mediation. Sort this civilly, before criminal bites. In mediation, truths poured out. Carla, fear made me a monster. Taylor, I followed blind. I shared Eleanor's letter. Families chosen, not born. We agreed, no contest. Reimbursement for Taylor's fixes from the estate. Community service over jail. Redemption, the mediator said. As we left, Taylor hugged me awkwardly. Thanks for not pushing harder. We're family, sort of. Let's act like it. Spring thawed the valley. Wildflowers dotting the pastures like hope spots. I'd settled into ranch life. Hiring hands to run the cattle. Turning Eleanor's study into my office. But the legal storm wasn't over. The feds charged Carla and Taylor with fraud. Those fake listings had duped 7 families out of deposits totaling over $1 million. They used the ranch as bait, Lila explained. Stringing buyers with delays. Pocketing cash. I testified, reluctantly. Showing Eleanor's evidence. They isolated me to claim it. Taylor took a plea. Testifying against Carla. Mom orchestrated it. I handled showings,
but didn't know the depth.
Carla faced the music. Guilty. Your Honor. Greed blinded me. Sentences came light. Probation. Restitution.
Counseling.
No prison. Thanks to cooperation. Judge Harlan added, learn from this. Secrets destroy. Truth rebuilds. Post-hearing, Carla visited the ranch. Emily, I brought something. A box of old photos, Eleanor holding baby Carla. Then me as a toddler. She loved us both. We sat on the porch. Coffee steaming. I was scared of losing my place, Carla admitted. Adoption felt like a flaw. It wasn't. Eleanor chose you. Tears flowed. Can we start over? Slowly, I said. But yes. Taylor joined later, helping mend fences, literally and figuratively. I miss this place, she said, hammering nails. But it's yours fair and square. We shared stories. Her wedding I'd missed. My lonely holidays. Mom fed me lies, she confessed. I believed because it hurt less.
Pain's part of it, I replied.
But forgiveness heals. One evening, Robert stopped by with wine. Eleanor would be proud. Her plan worked, not just justice, but mending. Plan. She knew the challenge would expose everything. Gave them rope. But with a safety net. We toasted. To family, blood or not. As stars lit the sky, I felt peace. The ranch hummed with life. Barbecues planned. Friends invited. No more isolation. But echoes remained. A buyer sued for refund. We settled from estate funds. Taylor volunteered at a fraud victims group. Carla at adoption support. Paying forward, they called it. I hosted our first family dinner, awkward at first, but laughter broke through. To new beginnings, I toasted. Taylor clinked glasses. And real family. Summer brought cattle drives. The rhythm soothing my scars. Lila became a regular. Her city polish fading in the dust. You're building something here, she said. One day, sorting attic boxes, I found Eleanor's diary. Emily's the heart of this ranch. Carla and Taylor, give them grace. Everyone deserves redemption. Her words guided me. Taylor confided over coffee. Therapy's helping. Mom, too. Good. We're all victims of those lies. She hugged me. Thanks for the second chance. As fall neared, the valley turned gold. I rode the trails, wind in my hair, feeling Eleanor's presence. The inheritance wasn't land, it was lessons in compassion, truth's power to heal. In those months, I dove into ranch operations, learning from the hands who'd stayed loyal. Mornings started with coffee on the porch, watching deer graze. Afternoons, I'd pore over finances, ensuring the place thrived. Evenings brought reflection, Eleanor's quilt over my lap, her letters reread. Live fully, she'd urged. So I did, hosting community events, turning the barn into a gathering spot. Neighbors shared stories of Eleanor's kindness, reinforcing her legacy. Carla's visits grew frequent. I volunteered at the shelter, she said one day, helping adopted kids feel secure. That's her spirit, I replied. Taylor helped with a fundraiser, selling tickets for a ranch tour. Feels good to give back. Our bond strengthened, forged in honesty. The civil suit wrapped in August, under Montana's big sky. Carla and Taylor's team pushed for shared inheritance, citing investments. Lila countered, fraud nullifies claims. I testified, voice steady, they stole years. But Eleanor's will stand. The video sealed it, Eleanor's fierce declaration. Emily earns it through loyalty. Judge Harlan ruled, will upheld.
No splits.
But he added restitution. Taylor got her $60K back.
Minus damages.
Post-ruling, we met in the courthouse hall. Carla, teary, I accept it. Time to heal. Taylor nodded. Congrats, Emily. Make it shine. I extended an olive branch. Come visit. The ranch is open. They did. Starting small, coffee chats turning to deep talks. Adoption doesn't diminish love, I said, echoing Eleanor. Carla smiled. You're right. I see that now. Fall colors painted the mountains as I prepped for Thanksgiving. Invites went wide, neighbors. Lila, even Carla and Taylor. No more empty seats, I vowed. The day arrived crisp. Turkey roasting, pies cooling. Guests filled the house. Laughter echoing. Carla carved the bird. Taylor set the table. Feels like family, Taylor whispered. It is, I replied. Over pie. We shared gratitudes. Carla, for forgiveness. Taylor, for truth. Me, for Eleanor, who taught us grace. A quiet moment followed. Healing in the air. Later, alone, I walked the pastures under stars. Thanks, Grandma, I murmured. Her legacy lived, not in land, but in mended hearts. Winter returned, snow deep. I hosted holiday lights, the ranch glowing. Carla brought adopted grandkids, Taylor her husband. Bonds grew. One storm night, Taylor called, Mom's struggling guilt. I drove through drifts. We're in this together, I told Carla.
Vi tåker till dawn.
Unpacking pain. Spring renewed us. I planted Eleanor's garden, they helped. New growth, Carla said. The ranch prospered, cattle sales up. Eco tours starting. Your vision, Taylor praised. Ours, I corrected. A year post-funeral. We gathered at Eleanor's grave. She'd be proud, Robert said, joining us. We placed flowers. Shared memories. Lesson learned, family's what we build, I said. Carla hugged me.
Amen.
Word count, 998, expand, reflections deepened. I journaled like Eleanor, noting growth. Taylor started therapy group, Carla mentored. Our story inspired locals, secrets aired. Families mended. The ranch became a symbol of resilience. 2 years on, the Hayes Ranch thrives, a hub for community
Healing.
I married a local vet. Our wedding under the pines. Carla walked me down the aisle. Taylor as maid of honor. Full circle, Lila toasted. Kids now run the yard, Taylor's little one. Adopted. Playing with mine on the way. Carla lives nearby. Volunteering full-time. Redemption feels good, she says. Taylor manages a real estate firm ethically. No more shortcuts. We holiday together.
No secrets.
Eleanor's portrait hangs proud. Her smile approving. One sunset. Porch sitting with them. I reflect. That envelope changed everything. Taylor revealed truths we needed. Carla and lessons families chosen. Forgiveness freeze. We watch the sun dip. Mountains silhouetted. Peace settles deep. The DNA didn't define us. Actions did. Eleanor's gift, not revenge, but restoration. In Montana's vastness, we found our way home together. Life unfolded richly. Mornings, coffee with my husband, planning expansions.
Afternoon, guiding tour.
Sharing history. Evenings, family dinners. Stories flowing. Carla's wisdom guides, Taylor's energy inspires. A challenge arose, drought hit hard. We rallied. Carla organized fundraisers. Taylor marketed water tech. Teamwork, I said. We saved the herd. Bonds stronger. Holidays, full house. Laughter loud. To Eleanor, we toast. Her letter. Framed. Love doesn't demand proof. It reminds us daily. Personal growth. I counsel fraud victims. Drawing from pain. Truth liberates. I tell them. Taylor joins sessions, Carla too. Anniversaries mark progress. On Eleanor's birthday, we picnic graveside. She orchestrated this. Robert jokes. Visiting. Quiet genius. As seasons cycle, gratitude grows. The ranch isn't just land, it's a legacy of compassion. We honor it, passing lessons to the next generation. In quiet moments, I ride alone, wind whispering. We made it, Grandma. Her spirit replies in the rustle of leaves, affirmation. Love eternal. The story's moral whispers soft, in betrayal's wake. Choose grace. Family blooms where planted with care. Blood ties bind, but heart ties endure. And in Western vastness, redemption's always possible if we open the envelope of truth.